So I am in Nashville, and yeah, just been like FaceTime with my family back in Canada all the time, and
Nice.
adjusting to the form of things right now. Anyway, we're trying to.
Actually, something I wanted to ask you about. How difficult is it being so far away from your family right now and not having any chance of going to see them at all? Like for all of us. But yours is a different country.
It's true, but we're all literally kind of feeling. But yeah, it's a strange time for sure, and it's an emotional ride. Like some things are doing great, and some things are harder than others. But my grandparents are hilarious, and anytime I FaceTime with them, it's complete time. So that's pretty cool. The family's all good. Everybody's good.
I gotta let somebody else in the room here, and I'm okay. Jen. Okay, here we go. Jen, I'm gonna mute you for a second because all you're moving around is making a lot of noise.
Hi.
Last question. Okay, good. Are we all situated?
I'm good. I'm sorry.
Okay, good. Technology's a little bit confusing for people. Hey, Tenille, you've got something big coming out finally in June. Your full-length album is going to drop. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you guys. Aww. I love these Zoom things where I can see everybody. It's so much more fun than like the Instagram lives or whatever. I like that.
Would not have been easy to get that together during a quarantine like this. Were you all done beforehand, or did you have to do a lot remotely?
It was actually kind of done and ready to go, and I was like, okay, do we still move forward with it, or do we wait, or like what's the right thing to do? But I just feel like so grateful and excited to be moving forward and getting to like continue with the music plans, and I can't wait for everybody to hear the rest of this record. I'm thrilled.
Really great. After what, two EPs you've had so far?
Yes, it's been like a fun little road and journey of starting with acoustic music and carrying on towards this whole full length thing. But I got to make this with one of like my producers, and he has this really cool studio in East Nashville. It's like an old church that's been turned into this studio, and I had the best time in there, and I'm really excited about the whole kind of project. The first song to the last song, it's like a bit of a ride, so I can't wait.
The song came on the other day, and I had to stop. I stopped what I was doing because the song was so different sounding, and I said, "Hey, Alexa, who plays that?" And it was your new song, "Holding Out for the One."
No way! That's awesome.
Well, you think I'm going to say it was someone else's song?
Well, I was ready for anything, but I love that now.
Great. And now I said, "Alexa, stop."
Yeah.
I set it off. So that's a song that's different from like somebody's daughter or Jersey on the Wall. It's a lot sassier, I guess, for you.
Thank you.
I like the attitude in it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's fun to like tap into that side of things. It's really fun to play in a live show too, to kind of get hopefully all the emotions. Definitely a few new songs that are coming out on the rest of the record that are like ones I hope make people dance and make them feel like they're, I don't know, empowered and feeling like they want to have some fun. So looking forward to those.
Yeah.
Speaking of music, if anybody has a question, maybe after a song from Tenille.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Hold one moment, please.
All right. While we're waiting, if everybody can mute your microphone, it'll be a lot better while we're going through this.
Thanks, guys. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know, or requests, or whatever it might be. Let's make sure this is in tune before we go.
That sounds like it. Yeah.
Don, I don't know how to mute myself.
I can mute you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy to.
There we go. Okay, well, seeing as you're talking about it, I'm just gonna go for Holding Out for the One. Thanks for saying this song. crowd. They got the music turned up all the way loud. Another hey girl, another leaning, another here we go up into the weekend. Hey baby, what you drinking? Like I don't know what you're thinking. Same damn lines every time. All the boys say, hey, take a ride with me. Oh, pretty little thing, stay the night with me. Say, hey, I don't think you understand. I'm not the girl with the high heels in her hand. And last night's little black party dress. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit different, I guess, but I ain't giving my heart to just anyone. Holding out for the wood. Oh, 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 holding out for the wood. Holding out for the wood. Oh, 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 holding out for the wood. I'm gonna know it when I feel it. Yeah, it's gonna give me something to believe in. Won't have to tell me, it's gonna show me. It's gonna take a sweet time to get to know me. I know he's out there somewhere and he gets me through. When the boys say, hey, take a ride with me. Oh, pretty little thing, stay the night with me. Say, hey, I don't think you understand. I'm not the girl with the high heels in her hand. And last night's little black party dress. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit different, I guess, but I ain't giving my heart to just anyone. Holding out for the wood. Oh, 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 holding out for the wood. Holding out for the wood. Oh, 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 holding out for the wood. Holding out for the wood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Holding out for the wood.
Yes. I could only clap with one hand.
So holding the phone with the other.
Yeah.
I think, did we all get a good look at Tenille's guitar there? You want to run us through what's all over that?
Sure, yeah. This is my little time capsule guitar that is, I had this idea when we were making this record to have a guitar that would like represent the season of music. So I found this guitar. It's an old guitar that was at this little shop in Austin, Texas, and I fell in love with it. And my friend Louis LeBoy from back home in Alberta, where I'm from, is this incredible artist, and I wanted him to paint it. So I sat next to him while he like painted all these symbols. So there's like the lemonade stand from somebody's daughter, and then there's a jersey on the wall, and then the back of the guitar has a bunch of
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, I love the angel wings.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, what's my little buddy's name? Tammy, right? What's your name?
Bailey.
Hi, Bailey. Thanks for being here. I love your headband. It's awesome. That's fun. But yeah, that's the story behind the guitar.
Who's got something for Tenille? Question? Anything? Comment?
What a song title.
What's that?
Tattoos on My Guitar. That is a song title waiting to happen.
Yeah.
No.
That's good.
Okay, I'll cut you in on it, you know.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
That's awesome.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
Who would you say is your biggest musical influence?
Okay. This is like a big question that I love.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's cool. I'm a diehard Shania Twain fan. I grew up just like recording her songs and watching her path and just completely being inspired. But I listen to a lot of everything. Like when I'd go on summer road trips with my grandparents in their like beat up little motor home, we would switch between the cassettes of Elvis and Dolly Parton. So,
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
My dad, it was a lot of like Fleetwood Mac and U2, a little bit of everything, but a lot of like female, I think country voices with my mom, especially. We'd like belt out Martina songs and Fake Bill and all the classics. So yeah.
Awesome.
Here's a test of how well do we all know Shania. Finish this line. Dun, 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 dun.
Let's go,
Let's
girls.
go, boys. Girls and boys.
I have a funny story about that line. So that song took on a whole new meaning last year because I was out on the road with Dirk Bentley, and he would bring me out to sing different for girls, and before that he would, he was talking about his opening band, the Hot Country Nights. I don't know if you know about Hot Country Nights, but you should definitely check it out for a good little chuckle. But anyway,
They're hilarious.
They are hilarious. So he would quiz me on 90s country, and he would literally say, his line was, "Let's go, boys," switching it around. And then the band would start playing the intro to that song, and then I would be quizzed on my Shania knowledge, which was really fun. So at the end of the tour, he gave me this beautiful guitar, and I had him sign it for me on the top of this part, and he's put "Let's Go, Boys" on it, which I thought was
Oh, cool.
That's
Cool.
great.
and I feel like a woman's story.
Yeah, I remember reading when you first went on that tour that you were kind of scared and trying to prepare yourself because Dirks is in for the pranks and you just wanted to be ready for whatever was coming.
Yes, and you know what? I kind of survived like prank free except for the opening video, which was like the ice, kind of like Blades of Glory imitation announcing the tour. But other than that kind of initial opening prank, other than Hot Country, it never got out of hand. So I'm very grateful.
Lucky for you.
I know, lucky for me, right?
Who else got something for Tenille?
I have a question. Do you write all of your own songs, or do you collaborate, or do you get people to write songs for you?
Good question. I love to write. That's like one of my favorite entire parts of this whole thing is telling stories through songs. I've been like writing from the journals that I would keep when I was in like the ninth grade. Like I started songwriting a long time ago, and I knew like 2 chords. I was like, these go together. I can write songs, and it's been so fun just sort of being on the adventure of learning from the craft of songwriting in Nashville. It's just mind-blowing how amazing everyone is, and just to like soak in little pieces of that songwriting community here. It's been really fun. So lots of co-writing. And then, it's funny right now because of not being necessarily on the road as much. Most of my days are spent on like Zoom co-writing songs. I just hopped off a session, so I'm a couple minutes late, but we were writing a song today, and it's like very strange to do this over Zoom. It's not the same as being in person, but it's still really fun to be creative in this time and kind of leaning into all the emotions of quarantine to try to make up some new music. So it's been good.
So follow-up, do you ever collaborate and write songs that just don't fit your particular style? I mean, you have like an Elle King meets Casey Musgraves kind of vibe, and
cool.
So I just wonder if you come up with some really juicy songs that just you give to somebody else, or that you just don't feel fits your particular voice.
Definitely. When I first moved here, my goal, like on my vision board, was to get a publishing deal, and essentially that means to like get a job as a songwriter and then songs pitched to other people. And so I started writing with that intention of just like maybe I could get my start if other people would record or sing my songs. And so I have songs that I'll turn in that I know maybe don't represent what I would stand for, say, on my own records, and then those songs can be pitched and maybe cut by other people. And sometimes it's just like writing songs with friends, and then that friend makes a record, and that's kind of cool. But I had something crazy happen this past year where a song I wrote a long time ago that I just loved, but it didn't fit the theme of this current record. And so the song got pitched to Lady Antebellum, and they decided to record it, and it's featuring Little Big Town, which is so crazy. Like, I can't even believe it's real life. So
wow.
Track 11 on their record is a song called The Thing That Wrecks You, and it's a song I wrote with my friends Danielle Tashin and Kate York. So, yeah. Great questions. Dang.
I also hope that's a huge hit for Little Big Town, so you get some of that Little Big Town money.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Right before this whole coronavirus quarantine, February, you played the All for the Hall benefit with Keith Urban and everybody else. And there was kind of a freak you out moment involved with that for you.
Oh yeah, it was a freak me out situation because on one of my first trips to Nashville, my mom took me and we like visited the Country Music Hall of Fame. And I had like a couple songwriting sessions and I was so excited. But the main reason we booked the trip was to come to Nashville to see Keith Urban's All for the Hall. And so we sat in the Bridgestone Arena and like watched this show. And it was so good. Like, I'm trying to remember, Vince Gill played on it, which was amazing. Taylor Swift was there. It was like, I was just seeing all of these people that I loved. And I'm a huge Keith Urban fan. So I'll never forget that day watching the show. And then when I got the invitation to play this past February, I definitely was just losing my mind. It was such a cool night. And it was just kind of one of those moments where it's like you imagine what that could feel like, but you're like, I mean, in real life, is that actually ever going to happen? And it was wild. I'll never forget it.
Tenille, check out my shirt.
Oh!
Yes.
Nice.
Who's saying that? Okay, copy. I love it. Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Go Keith Urban.
Did he call you baby?
Baby gal.
Baby girl.
Anybody else with something else for Tenille before maybe we get in another song?
Yeah, sure. You guys are this is brave, like, to ask questions out loud. I've only done one of these, like, kind of Zoom hangs and people had to, like, type out their questions. You're way more brave. Type
Wow.
really putting you on the spot.
I do have a question.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So you've had the opportunity to sing with a lot of people. Who are the next one or two people that you really, really would love to sing with?
Ooh. Man.
Courtney, is something on fire at your house?
Yeah, is everything
No,
okay?
my chicken's ready. Sorry. I was trying to mute myself.
I wish I could eat some. I'm a terrible cook. It's been rough times around here. Let's see. I'm trying to think who is like next on my dream collaborations list, but I love Lauren Daigle's voice. I think her voice is amazing, and I think that would be so fun to sing together. I love, man, you really got me. This is good. I need to be dreaming about this and thinking about it.
Let's put Keith Urban on the list. Keith Urban
I mean, that could be cool. I mean, Chris Stapleton would be wild. I think, who are all the other voices? Ben Rector, I love his voice. JP Sachs is amazing. Yeah, he's so good. That if the world was in and you come over, right? It's so good. Anyway, lots of new favorites. Also, the new Lennon Stella record is insane that I've been listening to, and I just love it.
You're hitting on a lot of Lindsay's favorites, I can see.
I can tell. I can see the reaction, Lindsay. I appreciate that. That's fun. Yeah.
We're almost out of time for you. If we could get another song, please.
Sure, yeah. I would
Great.
like that. Any requests or things you want to hear, anybody?
They're all great.
Aw, thanks.
How about Stupid Boy?
Ooh, okay. I can do that for you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Good choice.
I got to record a version of this song for an Amazon original project thing, and it was so fun. I love this song. I've always loved this song. Like I said, diehard Keith Urban fan, and this is one of my very favorites of his. So thank you for asking for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. This will be so much better in tune, I promise. There we go. Okay. She was precious like a flower. She grew wild, wild, but innocent. perfect prayer in the desperate hour. She was everything beautiful and different. Stupid boy. You can't fence that in, stupid boy. It's like holding back the wind. She laid her heart and soul right in your hand, and you stole her every dream. You crushed her plans. She never even knew she had a choice. That's what happens when the only voice she hears is telling her she can't. Stupid boy. Yeah. What made you think you could take a life and just push it around? Guess to build yourself up so high, ready to take her and break her down. But she laid her heart and soul right in your hands, and you stole her every dream. You crushed her plans. She never even knew she had a choice. That's the only reason why the good to do is telling her she can't. You stupid boy. You always had to be right, and now you lost the only thing that ever made you feel alive. Oh, you stupid boy. It took a while for me to figure out I could run, and when I did, I was long gone, long gone. You're the same old stupid boy. You're the same old stupid boy. She never even knew she had a choice. That's the only reason why the dead do is telling her she can't. You stupid boy. Yeah, you stupid boy. Thanks for asking for that one.
Thank you.
Hey,
Good job.
Awesome.
thank you.
Thanks for hanging, guys. It made my day to get to see all your beautiful faces, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you for
so
Zooming
much.
with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. I can't wait
Thank
until
you.
Thanks, sweetheart. I can't wait until we are all hanging out in person.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm having withdrawals.
No idea.
Time too.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Have a good one, everyone.
Thanks,
Right,
bye.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
God bless.